welcome to the Gamer Hole, everybody. Welcome back. Today we have the original gang here. We got Sterdeki, Kings, and Zchum. Everybody's here, and everybody is on time for a change. We're actually doing this when we meant to, which is remarkable.
We did delay it 2 days though, so I don't know if it's technically on time. But we showed up at the time we made, so
yeah.
Now
Now
that I think about it, I think Zchum once again has delayed the gamer.
delayed it 2 days.
That's why we brought you on. We were too consistent before. It wasn't good. The creative juices couldn't flow.
Right, I had 2 days to prepare for this, so I wrote down a lot of stuff, looked up funny stories, and now we're prepared. So did you guys do anything prepared? Because I have nothing.
You guys, have you guys ever taken a cold shower like on purpose?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
You've gotten in your shower and you've purposely been like, I'm gonna take a cold shower today.
Well, you're supposed to end your showers with it turning cold for like a couple minutes.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Closes the pores.
I don't do that, and that's why I have
I don't think
terrible. That's
anybody
one of the
in their
many
right mind
reasons
does
why I have
that.
terrible
But
skin.
I mean,
so-
you're
I
also
do
supposed
that.
to eat vegetables and eat, be healthy. But
Yeah, exactly. I'm with Becky. Like I know what you're supposed to do. I'm just terrible, and now I'm, not very.
you do that though, Aqua?
Yeah, sometimes. Not
okay,
because
so
they
like
tell
once a
me
month.
to. I take really hot showers. And if I don't do that, I sweat for like an hour after my shower. And then what's the point in the shower? I end up I come out of it dirtier than when I go in. It's really, I get all greasy from the shower
Actually,
if I don't
recently
do it.
I've had that same problem, except it's not like I don't like sweat because I don't sweat that much, but like my feet feel like they're on fire if I don't have like cold shower for a while. Like they feel like they're sweating kind of, I guess, for like 5 minutes maybe when
Do you have like a issue?
Nope, they're all good.
Are your feet like Orbeez feet?
Nope, they're amazing. Actually. They don't smell or anything like that.
Man's got
I'm
hot
really
feet.
good. I'm just really good. Oh, well, I pay because you wear cleats for 8 hours a day. You kind of pay attention to making sure you don't have fungus or anything weird on them.
Trench foot.
Yeah, you don't get trench foot because you have to be aware of that. If you're an athlete.
that might have been what happened in World War I. All those guys in the trenches, they were just taking showers that were just too hot. Showers are just way too hot.
God, this life of luxury is so difficult in these trenches.
They just had so much high pressure hot water showers. That must have been it.
Oh God.
I'm
terrible history facts. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm quickly realizing I have like no self-control. I've wanted to like try taking a cold shower, and I get in there and I'm like, another hot shower for me, please.
Did you see that like ex-military guy on YouTube telling you to take a cold shower?
Ex-Navy SEAL? Yeah.
yeah, I saw that.
I read his book too, Extreme Ownership.
Mm-hmm.
I read his book and I was like,
Life
I'm gonna
of Len.
change my life. I'm gonna take cold showers. I'm gonna exercise. And day one of trying to take a cold shower, I was like, a little bit warmer.
You should try it.
I took cold showers for like 3 months, not on purpose. It's because like when I moved into one of my apartments in Mexico, you had to get like gas hooked up, and I was all like, I'm not a bitch. I'm not gonna pay for that shit to get hooked up.
Gas.
And
I don't need gas.
yeah, and so I was just all like, not doing it. And so I went like 2 months of taking cold showers, and then I realized that I hated myself every morning, and it was the thing that I dreaded most in my entire life. And I said, you know what? I'm done. And let me tell you, from somebody who took cold showers daily for a couple of months, it doesn't make you any better in life. That book's a lie.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Navy SEALs, they're training. It's all bullshit. Don't.
Well, I'm like,
that,
how
right?
much better of a person am I gonna be if my shower's cold versus hot? Like,
I felt.
What's the theory of it though?
I spent less time in the shower. I did, but 5 minutes extra time in my day to be utterly miserable for another 5 minutes while I was in the shower was not worth it.
I think the theory is about like seeking out uncomfortable situations.
Yeah, that's that guy's angle, but it's also like it's good for your pores. They say it's good for
Like
your circulation.
yeah.
Your blood pressure or something. I don't know.
There's this.
All I know Sorry, go ahead.
I interrupted you. It's
I actually personally I like a cold shower. I'm one of those freak people who like loves to jump into cold water, like a
I
cold
fucking hate
ocean.
cold water. Do not.
I
put me in a
like it.
pool.
It's fun for me because I have brain issues. I don't know why. I like to be cold outside. I'm like the Iceman, but also just a gamer who doesn't go outside
I was
really.
gonna say, have you seen that guy on YouTube who like jumps into cold water and like
Yes.
chugs
Yeah.
vodka and
Yes. In Russia, he drives his car on the ice. or whatever.
Aperture. He's
Aperture,
my
yeah.
favorite YouTuber for that reason. Yeah.
he'll like ice skate and then go from ice skating on a lake to like dive right into it.
And then he drinks vodka like
The whole fucking thing. Yeah.
and makes that noise after.
Yeah, he's crazy.
That guy's awesome. I love that guy.
Pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure
Everyone
his deal is like seeking out discomfort too to like make you stronger. Like
I think he's just the weirdest
think he's
guy
crazy.
in the world. Yeah. That's more likely what it is for him. But anyway, what were you saying, Zichum?
that. I was gonna say that.
Oh.
That crazy guy on YouTube who seeks out coldness.
Yeah.
I just have no control. I'd like to do it because I want to have like, I want to get over how comfortable and cozy I am all the time, and be like,
Why?
I don't know. I
That's a
feel
good
sick of
thing.
living
I
the
feel
life
like
of
I'm just-
luxury.
I
I
feel
get
like
it.
I'm getting lazy and like
Yeah.
with all my medical issues going on, I just constantly feel more and more like gluttonous when I just like lay around all day and then sit in a hot shower for 2 hours. Like,
Do you work out?
it's like getting harder to lift with my
Mhm.
like with my back and ball
Yeah.
hurt.
Mhm.
Until I solve that, the most I can do is like kind of like jog a mile, which is like contributing to
good, though.
my feeling of like complete just gluttonous existence, where it's like
Yeah, but that's good. Like
Can
jogging.
you jog a mile without stopping?
no, I have to.
Okay,
I can like,
I haven't tried, but I don't think I can.
dude,
I have never done that.
my
I
fastest
cannot.
mile is 18 minutes right now, and I don't think that's gonna improve until I get my like until I get my health sorted.
I'm sure Kings can jog a mile.
Maybe not currently.
No, I think Kings could probably.
Currently, I can, but it's not very good. But like when I coached a year ago, before COVID, because COVID, obviously stopped it. Some of the people that I was coaching, like the lower level players, were running a mile in like 18, 19, 20, and I was like, this cannot be the case. Like an 18-year-old person.
Especially
am
for
I wrong?
soccer, right?
It's soccer, so I was like, how are
Especially
they
for
doing
that.
it this slow, right? It's usually the people that don't make the team or whatever, they run, 20-minute miles. And I'm like, what is going on, right? So then I ran a mile and I was like, oh, okay, they're just slow. Like, if I can run it way faster than they can, and I'm like, an old man who hasn't played in a long time, I'm like, okay. I
An
thought I was
old
crazy.
League
for
of
being-
Legends player.
Right, like, I was like, oh, you should be able to run this in like, I gave him like a time. I was like, if you run it in, whatever, like 12, you're good. And then the 18 minutes they'd come in, I'd be like, I thought you were an athlete. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think my best time is like 11:20
Ever?
or something. Yeah, but I don't
You weren't-
run.
You didn't play. Yeah, you didn't play sports.
I
right?
didn't
Yeah.
play sports. I don't run. I have pretty bad stamina. Although, it's just like some people can't run.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
I used to
I
run
hate
under
running.
6. Now I'm probably way over 12. So
I used to start my workout by running a mile when I was going to the gym. My best time was like 9 minutes, 50 seconds, 40 seconds.
That's great.
Maybe.
I remember like the high school. I don't know. It might have been like a New York State thing. I don't know if you had this.
I remember
Beachum.
this.
There was like a high school like
standardized
like,
testing
fitness
for the
thing.
fitness. Yeah.
right that you had to pass. You had to. It was
Ready?
fucking insane.
Begin. Up.
Yeah, it was
down.
actually so hard.
Yeah.
Like for boys, you had to be able to run like a 9-minute mile.
Dude, for the pull-ups, the boys would do it, and they'd be like, "All right, you got to do 10 pull-ups or something, and like everybody would just barely get their 10 pull-ups, and for the girls they'd be like, okay, you have to hang on the bar for 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Yeah, the girls just had to hang for 30 seconds.
And all the girls would walk up and just be like fucking hanging there. Like...
Yeah, it's so funny. I forgot about that. Yeah, and like we had to do like 20 push-ups or something.
Yep.
That's fucking hard, dude.
Not hard.
10 pull-ups and 20 push-ups is huge. 10 pull-ups. I don't think I've ever done 10 pull-ups in my life.
Okay,
pull-ups are hard.
Push-ups are easy though.
Push-ups are easy, yeah, but pull-ups, you know,
Not
I'm
to everybody.
a little bitch, right? Like my upper body strength is like nothing, right? So like pull-ups, I could see being a little bit harder, especially if you're not an athlete. But push-ups, you can just like
Listen.
Well, do you have to do them straight, or can we just do like
straight.
10, then down, then 10, then down, then 10?
No, it's like straight. I can do like I can do 20 push-ups currently. It's hard. That takes effort. 20 push-ups is hard.
I don't think I could do more than like 2 pull-ups.
Yeah, I can do 2 pull-ups. That's it. Pull-ups are fucking hard. But yeah, it was crazy. It was like, and I didn't pass the mile. I might have done the push-ups. The pull-ups, absolutely not. And then you had to do like 100 sit-ups or something. It's fucking ridiculous.
Did you have the thing where they make you all line up on one side of the gym and they play this like fucking tape that's like ready, begin, and it would beep and everyone has to run to one side of the gym.
Yes.
And then it would beep again and you all had to run back and it would keep getting faster and you were supposed to just go until you were too exhausted to continue or until like you couldn't make it in time before the next beep because they would slowly speed up. And you would have just like 100 fucking exhausted kids who are just like ready to fucking heave and just puke all over the gym floor because you just made them all come straight from lunch and run like as fast as humanly possible after drinking their
Sloppy Joes and then run around.
Dodgeball or sat.
Hell yeah.
All you had to do was change into your clothes to get like credit for the class.
I had a totally different experience than you guys. I was up at 5:30 every morning working out, and then like gym class would be like nothing.
That's what I'm talking about, man. How can you wake up at like 5 a.m. and work out?
Well, it was bad because when I learned about video games, and this was my parents didn't let me play video games really, like not seriously.
Look
until
what
I
you
was
could have been.
until I was in high school, right? And then I bought myself an Xbox 360 or something, and I was up until 3 a.m. right, playing Call of Duty.
Oh, couldn't be me.
And then I'd go to bed, and then I'd wake up around 5:30 to go work out, and I'd be fucking dead. And then the weekends would come around, and I literally was like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed for 12 hours. I'll see you later. And I just
Kings is like Uncle Rico. he peaked
in high school,
and then Call of Duty sent him down a sad and gamer
gaming,
path.
dude.
Yeah. Kings, I love Kings talking about high school.
Championship game, I would have. Oh my god! If I didn't hurt my elbow,
if I didn't throw my arm out.
Yeah.
Won that.
Kings is like captain of the football team or soccer team.
Man.
Had like all the girls, super popular.
And then Microsoft ruined his life.
Yeah, fucking Microsoft.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to peak personally, so you know, at least you peaked.
Aren't we all? Yeah.
At least you peaked, you know.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself.
I think I have a small bump up right now, so I think we're going good. But you know, the big peak, you know, might be over. I'm not sure yet.
I never had like a cool kid popularity peak. Never happened for me.
Well, it's good because you're a gamer popular.
I mean, yeah, you're
gamer popular.
But it wasn't when I was in high school, you know.
So it doesn't matter.
Or middle school.
We only care about the
I need to impress just the kids I grew up with. That's it.
Exactly.
Dude, I wish at the time I realized how little high school would fucking matter in my life.
High school does not mean shit.
But when you're young, that's like you feel like that's all that fucking matters. Is like
I love that. We've talked about that before, like the angst, the drama, how much everything matters. Like I wish I could feel that now.
I don't.
I wish I could feel
I'm just like
anything.
something detrimental happens, and I'm just kind of like, all right. But like back then, you spend months and shit, and you're just like dying. But I don't know, you just become jaded and numb, and like everything's just kind of watered down when you're.
I guess
adult.
it's not about
back
like.
then, it's all so raw.
Yeah. I don't mean like the like it'd be cool if I felt those emotions again, I guess. What I mean is like about how important high school was made out to be by like everyone, and then
college too, I think.
Yeah, and college. And then I graduated both of them, and I was like, wow, what a waste of time for me personally.
Video games.
I think nowadays it's less important. I think there's a lot more opportunity if you're.
Well,
you know.
I wish I had been like explained the multiple avenues in life and not just like you have to go to college. Because honestly, if I could do it again, I think I'd go to like a vocational school and be a fucking welder or a plumber or something. Because they make good money.
Yeah,
and you don't have to learn
welding.
Ancient
That's a good racket.
Western civilization too.
If you want a dangerous one, go to be a like underwater welder guy, because that pays a lot.
An extreme
underwater welder.
One of those like saturated diving welders. Dude, they make like $100,000 every like couple months. Those fucking guys. I think it's like 40 or 50 grand a month for saturation
super
diving.
Dangerous and super specialized. So
yep, that's crazy, man. They send you down in like a little They send you down in like one of those bell divers, and it takes like 3 days to like compress you to get to the bottom. And once you're down there, you live down there for like 2 or 3 months because you can't get back, because you'll get the bends if you come back up.
You can't go up too quick or whatever.
And it takes like
how far down are they going?
Bottom of the ocean, baby.
What are they welding down there?
Oil rigs.
Oh.
Yeah. They're doing,
no
like,
wonder
maintenance.
there's so much money in it.
Yeah.
It's all coming together.
It all comes back to oil.
Yeah.
Black gold, indeed.
You guys invest in oil today? Because I wouldn't.
Sorry?
Fuck
you guys
oil.
get your investments? Yeah, fuck oil.
Speaking of investments, I have some news. There is now a Charizard coin.
Aqua.
A Charizard coin. I repeat, Pokemon.
Did you purchase Charizard coin?
No, but I'm thinking maybe we should, all of us.
I do not think you should.
Aqua messages me.
Okay.
Aqua messages me and goes, "There's a Charizard coin," and I'm like, "Aqua, stop."
Hear me out.
Crypto coin or like
Hear
a
me
physical
out.
coin?
No.
A crypto coin.
But did Pokemon put it out, or are they going to be DMCA'd and taken down?
They can't
They
DMC and
didn't
take
put
it down.
There's no way in hell.
It's a decentralized token. It can't be taken
take it down. But can they make them change the name to Charizard from Charizard?
They can't make anybody change the name. Nobody's in control
Hear
of the name.
me out. Listen.
Okay.
Pokemon cards. What kind of value? Why do those have value, you know? Pokemon is very
the
cool.
whole argument.
Very
Pokemon cards.
Yeah. Everyone loves Pokemon, especially Charizard.
If we're going to do that, I'm going to teach you about this other thing that I found out. It's genius, Aqua. Actually, I want to create this, so no one steal this, anyone that hears it. So right now, there is something called, like, I don't want to sponsor them. But anyways, there is a horse racing crypto where you buy an NFT horse, right? Like it's your horse, and then it will race other horses. And supposedly your horse, you know, how good it is, will increase the value of how much you can sell it for and breed to make more crypto. So I want to do the same thing. No one steal this, but with creatures, right?
It's
so I'm going to
already been
hire
done.
Poob. I'm going to hire Poob. He's going to draw his little creatures, right? And we're going to have these little creature cryptos. And then we're going to also make it so when they breed, like it'll have like a head, body, legs or something. And it'll just swap the legs, body thing for more NFTs that are just easy done. And then they'll battle.
Don't say this idea on stream.
No, there was
there
was an Ethereum. There was an Ethereum token.
Right. There is already people already do it. That's why it's not a big deal. But it would be funny if we got like YouTubers together to do some sort of stupid crypto NFT weird thing where you can breed them and fight. You know?
Have you seen that crypto like Twitter tie-in coin? It's like Clout coin or something that like ties a token to your Twitter username, and you can trade people's like.
I did see one of the YouTuber crypto things where they essentially do the same thing.
Yeah,
it's
I think it might be
own
that.
someone's crypto.
Yeah, and the value is tied to their like
Their-
reputation, even though there's no actual utility for it. It's just
You're right. It's just
essentially trading somebody. Which then again, I mean, that's all that like
most
futures trading
crypto-
kind of is
right,
just
most crypto is not tied to. I mean, a lot of crypto that people invest in is not tied to anything.
like
like
if
Dogecoin, right?
Enron could trade futures on the weather,
They would.
then we can trade on people's clout. I think.
I would invest heavily in the gamer hole.
I think so too. That's a great time to invest. Everyone just go get whatever this crypto is. Gamer hole.
GMH coin.
Yeah. Even though we don't use
Sponsors,
our
you might
Twitter.
want to get in on this. You know,
Okay, the SEC.
I won't name any, but
Hopefully the SEC isn't listening to what I'm about to say, but like any big influencer, this is happening right now with SafeMoon. I'm gonna be honest. If you've seen SafeMoon, fuck, like Keemstar is peddling this piece of shit coin so hard, and the only reason it's exploding is because people like Keemstar and various other Twitter users that I follow and that I like to consider myself friends with are peddling it too. 50% of this coin is in a wallet owned by the devs who made the fucking coin, and they just keep cashing out.
Yeah.
It's a garbage coin with no real utility other than it's deflationary, so it just fucking rocketed, and then all these Twitter users pump it. Any of these big Twitter users could make a crypto, just a garbage like pointless crypto, pre-mine like 50% of it and dump all of it on their users and be rich overnight.
this is getting weird.
Wait. D-Chum, are you saying that my Pokemon? Well, sorry, I can't say Pokemon. My creature idea would work perfectly if we had like creators who could maybe.
It's really sad, but it would. And then
Probably like that's the thing is a lot of people can make a lot of money really quickly if they just get someone to make the crypto, mine it, blah 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 blah.
and they don't
then
realize it
settle
because
it
they're
themselves.
it's getting dumped on a bunch of users. It's unfortunate, and a lot of people are gonna walk away with it thinking like, oh wow, all of crypto is a scam, and it's like, no, you just fell for it. You fell for some
There is
asshole.
good crypto, then there's bad crypto. Like,
So this Charizard coin, though. Listen, hear me out.
hear me out on this garbage coin. That
I gotta
we're
see,
gonna-
I gotta see this fucking coin, Aqua.
Let me investigate too.
I gotta see this shit. Official Pokemon. Oh no, this is an Amazon listing for a physical Charizard coin.
Charizard token is the thing.
Charizard token price.
An ecosystem of Pokemon NFTs. We're creating NFTs for all 151 original Pokemon. This seems like a really bad idea for once. Nintendo.
Look at the cards, though. The cards, the value.
No. Okay, so the thing I don't like about NFTs, fucking A, we're getting into fucking crypto talk the whole time. This fuck.
That's
Anyways,
fine. Some
thing I
people
don't
like it.
The thing I don't like
I
about
think we should move
NFTs
on soon, though.
Yeah, we should. The thing I don't like about NFTs, especially picture NFTs, is NFTs. The whole point of it is just to recognize who owns it, right? Like that's kind of like what
Well,
NFT.
yes and no.
Right. Currently, that's kind of what it is, right?
Yeah.
So down the road, I think NFTs are going to be great for like if you need an NFT code to verify that you own something,
Yes.
and then use it into a player to play a song or music or
Yeah.
picture or whatever.
So imagine
But
like
right now, you
CS:GO
just
skins,
save the
right?
PNG, right?
Yeah, it's something like that, like a digital good.
Right.
But think of artwork right now. Say you go to a museum, right, and you look at some art on the wall. You can take a photo of it, but you don't own the
Right.
artwork.
Right, but that's what I mean. Is like eventually,
Why
if
don't go to a
we
museum? Picture online.
but, like if there's a way
You
that
don't
there's
talk
like
about seeing the Mona Lisa, dude.
yeah, exactly. You don't need to go see the Mona Lisa because we see it online.
I literally,
Yeah.
I went to France in like 2019, and I like went and saw like the Louvre, like the triangle like glass thing, and I was like, I'm not going inside.
Exactly,
I've
dude.
seen it all online.
Yeah, and plus, if you want to say like right now, you can say you went to the Louvre, right? Like you're like, I went to it. I didn't go inside, but I went to it, and then everyone else can be like, you're so cultured. Thank God. Like,
Listen,
I don't think anybody's gonna say that about me.
Jackie, you're such a
way you look
cultured,
at
rounded individual.
Decky, let me tell you something. I actually went to the Louvre. I went inside and I saw the Mona Lisa.
Was
You
it
missed
breathtaking?
absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah,
Honestly, especially the Mona Lisa, it is like the whole thing is like this big, and you literally there are so many people around it, and they keep you so far away from it that you can't even fucking see it. It's
People
literally you're
are
like
bringing
50
in
feet away.
binoculars. And then
Yeah.
pull up binoculars out. Oh, that's
Yeah.
the Mona Lisa. Like,
Yeah, seriously. It's
Ah,
like super far
very
away.
interesting. Very interesting.
Ah, I see now. That's that thing. It's like surprisingly small. It's like literally like a 12. It's like
I'd
a
heard it was
standard
really small,
printer.
yeah.
It's like printer paper size.
Really?
Yeah.
I always imagine the Mona Lisa as being large.
Yeah, you think it's gonna be like big or something, but yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
it is small.
right.
Nope.
Well, there's some things that I think would be cool to see in person, right? Like maybe like what the Sistine Chapel or whatever, when it's like on the ceiling and shit. Like,
Yeah, that shit I could
that's
get.
pretty cool. You know, it's like it's a thing that you can't maybe get perspective from a picture, or it's harder to get perspective from a picture. But like a standard PNG that you can get online, guys, I don't think you need an NFT for. Like,
I know, but it's about owning that image. Like, you get to be like, oh, that work of art, I own it.
Yeah.
Even though, like, you know.
some of them are selling for millions and millions and millions of dollars just to say I own it. Like,
Yeah.
that's where I don't get it.
I saw Notre Dame before it burned down, which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was important to me because of that movie, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I liked that movie.
Because you are.
I didn't see the Hunchback, but I saw Notre Dame. And
He was
you know
out
what
back
is cool? People think gaming is a waste of time. It's useless, blah blah blah. But guess what? They're rebuilding Notre Dame based on
Video
the Notre
games.
Dame in Assassin's Creed 2 or whatever. I saw that article online. They're using that model to recreate it.
Yeah.
Very
Gaming
cool, gamers.
did something for humanity. For
A round of
history.
applause for all the gamers. And pat
Finally.
yourself on the back, guys.
Something
we
good
did it.
Yeah, but like
That
game
was
developers
us.
are crazy too, you know? Yeah. Like that's what gaming is becoming, is like everything is becoming super realistic. So like they go in and 3D model the whole fucking building, right?
Mhm.
So now we have a copy of the whole building without like
Yeah,
we just pull it from a
it's
video.
like a
game.
render. It's like a
Let
rendering.
me tell. Before I moved out of my college apartment, that apartment was such like a massive like moment in my life. It was the first time I like moved out of my parents' house, had my own place. I lived there for like 2 years, and I loved it. It was like super clean, really nice, great place. I met Katie there. It was an awesome apartment. So there was a guide on Steam for 3D modeling an environment and recreating it in VR using like your phone, taking like scans. I 3D modeled that apartment in like my last month in there. I walked around the entire apartment with my phone, just like scanning every wall and every item. And I rebuilt it in a Steam VR environment, and like a Steam VR home
So you
environment.
could go there whenever
So I
you
could
want.
go there whenever I... Dude,
Can we do the next podcast from inside there?
It is
Yeah,
so
please,
fucking
D-Chum, What the
trippy.
hell is wrong with you, man?
Yeah, no, like it's
What?
gonna be hilarious because D-Chump's gonna be in that little office, right? And he's gonna be like, "Oh, Katie, I'm gonna go do work now," and then he puts on his VR set and he's like on his own little land, his own
You-
little building. And then he
Okay,
walks out of his building
You
and he goes
think
into
it's
the beach.
fucking funny, but if I told you right now you could like sit in your old house,
Don't care.
you'd be like, "Oh, cool."
Get rid of sentimental shit.
Finally, I'm
I don't
home.
think I would bother to do it.
Dude, it was
No,
just
that's not true. If I could do the bunker that Stradecki was in a long time ago, yes, I would do the bunker. That place was sweet.
I went back to it like 2 months ago. It's for rent.
And you didn't get it?
I considered it, and then I was all like,
Tanya might not be too happy. Yeah.
well, no, there's a lot of talk about that. But I was just all like, it's in the past. We'll keep it there.
Okay.
I don't
That
have
place
to.
was
I can go back anytime I want.
I'm
Decky,
happy for you, Z-Chum. Dude, Z-Chum, like, late at night, he's, like, done with his work. He's like, I'm going back to the apartment.
Dude, it's just like so surreal to see all your shit like exactly where it was like 3 or 4 years ago.
I get that.
And in
I
like
get
20
that.
years, I'll be able to be like, "Come here, kids."
That, I guess, I
This
could
is-
see. I guess, like, a childhood room would be cool.
This is
so I
where my
guess in a
life
long time
changed,
it might be
kids.
cool.
Check it out. Walk through my old college apartment.
Yeah, like if you're-
Ignore all of this stuff, though. Your dad's
right,
not
like,
weird.
If you're like, what was it like in college? You'd just be like, shut up, kid. Put on the
Yeah.
VR headset. I'm gonna go do whatever. I'm
Yeah.
playing my AOE
I
too.
Still in 2050, still AoE 2.
I lived in the most fucked up, horrible house my senior year of college. I am amazed I came out of there alive without some sort of like mold
without
issue.
tetanus and mesothelioma. Yeah.
But you know, like you said, when I go back and look at photos of it, it does bring something. It awakens something in me, nostalgia.
Yeah. Now imagine you could just walk around.
Yeah, no, I wish I had, you know, I don't think VR or anything. This is when flip phones I just had gotten an iPhone when I was living there. I'm a little bit older than you, Seachum, but yeah. No, definitely couldn't make a model of it, but that place was fucking crazy. Holy crap. That was the weirdest place in the world. It was like, so there were 8 of us that lived there. It was like 4 on one half of the house, 4 on the other. And there was like a duplex and it connected through the basement. It was very weird. And
there's a lot of duplexes that they just never bothered
they never
split the basement.
Because you just don't go down. Yeah, you just don't.
Yeah, so like it was just weird having people just pop out of the basement all the time and like be like, hey.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but we did throw fun parties in that basement. There was a lot of red mold in the bathroom that we just never cleaned or addressed. Yep, it was there the whole time we lived there.
I've never in my life seen red mold.
Red mold, a little bit of black mold too.
Ton of black mold back in my bunker apartment. In the shower,
Yeah.
The entire ceiling and upper areas, and then when I left, I just painted over it.
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? If I see mold, I'm like, I'm out of this fucking house.
Here's the key. You just can't disturb it. Just don't disturb the mold. Just leave it really still and you'll be fine.
Dude, there's like...
My maid never cleaned it, so I was like, it can't be bad.
Yeah. There's doctors out there who are like, you fucking idiots. Yeah. Like, and Aqua's like, no, mold is its eyesight is based on movement. Just don't move around mold. And
don't touch it. You're better off. Don't listen to me. If you have mold, call someone and get it taken care of.
If you have mold, just take a little bit of bleach and water and put it in a spray bottle and kill it. And just fucking kill the mold.
Oddly enough, yeah. I mean, my senior year, I think it was, was in college, was very similar. It was a shitty house, you know, and I was the only one that believed that mold should not be in there.
Be in a house.
Was like there's a couple bathrooms, but one of them I didn't really use very often, and I would go into it was the one that was like the guest bathroom too, like the downstairs, easy for everyone to use, and I never used it really. But then I'd go in one day and I'd be like, what the fuck is the state of this shower? Like, what? I'd be the only one that would clean. So I like, clean it up. Well, they clean too, but like not that they didn't.
Not like clean.
Right. So I'd like deep clean it every once in a while. But that's so scary. But yeah. Another weird thing is a house that was similar to this, I found out by it was Aqua's friend before I knew who Aqua was. Well, no, somebody knew, went to the same college as me, and I met him my freshman year, and ended up going into his house. Like he was like, "Yeah, if you ever like hear the music going, just pop on in whenever you want." And we're like, "Okay," like, but yeah, like another weird. That was
small world,
weird small world thing. Before I knew who Aqua was, we
had a mutual friend. You know that 6 degrees of separation.
1 degree of separation from Aqua.
Yeah, for me, it's just 1, baby. Yeah. I'm real close with everybody.
Because Aqua found out like where I went to college, and he was like, "Oh, I knew someone that went there," and then we just randomly found out we knew the same guy.
We probably know more than one person.
Probably quite a few, but yeah, that's the one that we.
Back to the house thing. I remember one time my mom picked me up from our house, just to give you an idea of how bad it was, and she actually like because they were like driving up to Boston. We were going to a funeral actually. So she picked me up on the way up, and she comes in and like just didn't say anything. Was just quietly like looking around.
As soon as you got out of the house,
and as soon as we left, she like her eyes welled up with tears. Like, how could you live there? That you are gonna get sick. You cannot live there. Like, it was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh man.
I can't believe my
What's
son
so bad
lives
about
like
mold?
this.
You don't want to eat it, but
It wasn't. It wasn't just the mold. That place was
No,
fucking
I'm just
crazy.
saying, like,
Mold
you never hear of
releases
anybody dying
spores.
from mold.
You hear about people dying from mold all the fucking time.
Yeah.
There's like schools in my state are being shut down because they're now finding mold because they're old buildings. They need to be redone. Yeah, it's bad.
Some celebrity had like a headache for like 3 years, then she just fucking died. I forgot her name, and it was because she had black mold in her house. It just killed her.
Like the spores are bad.
Well, I left.
Yeah,
that's why I'm not moving back there.
Yeah.
I got the house I live in right now. The reason Katie and I were able to buy it for as cheap as we did is because there was mold in the attic, and I went up there in a full fucking hazmat suit with like a mold rated full face like mask, eyes, like goggles and respirator rated for mold, with a fucking like pump sprayer full of like RMR 86 mold remover, and hit everything. But people don't want to touch houses with mold, man. They kill you. They fucking kill you.
Could that be the cause of your headaches?
I thought that, but the headaches started before I moved into this house.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But my doctor was like, "You got any mold in your house?"
I saw several episodes of House MD where like it was something like that
they
in the house that was like causing. Yeah,
dude,
like,
that's
open the wall. There's
that
termites
show,
or something like.
that show
Yeah.
gave me a heightened.
That show ruined me.
Yeah, that made me think doctors were gonna do a lot more for people than they do.
They do not. No.
Yeah.
But like that's something that they say about it too. It's like House is a great, like, I love that show. It's a great show, and also
Great
like
show.
the different things that came up in like the weird situations. It's great, but that's not
Hated
fucking
that
how
guy.
medicine works.
Yeah, no doctor.
No doctor fucking does that.
The doctor's like, "Oh, we can't figure it out. We better go break into his fucking house and start rooting
doesn't
through his
fucking-
cupboards." Like,
You know how
Yeah.
you go to the doctor, they go, "You got a headache? Okay. Yeah, come back in 6 months and tell me if it still hurts."
Yeah,
and then
or-
you go back in 6 months and they're like, "Oh, have you been smoking or anything lately?" And you're like, "No." They're like, "Oh, come back in 6 months and we'll see again." And then 6 years later, you're like, "Hey, just so you know, like, I'm on my deathbed." And they're like, "Oh, we should probably do some tests."
Or,
Yeah.
or in my case, where you have a crippling, undiagnosed neurological disorder, and your doctor goes, "You gotta go see a neurologist. He'll see you in 3 months."
Yeah.
And then you finally you drive 2 hours to go see him, and you see him, and he goes, "Oh, you have a neurological disorder. We should figure this out.
Yeah.
I need to run some tests. Soonest time I can get this electromyography some EMG, 3 months from now."
Yeah.
And I'm
Holy
like,
shit!
Great, so I'll just live in pain.
I went to like a ton of specialists
God.
for my stomach and everything, and they were just like, essentially every single one was like, "Well, it doesn't look like you know, because I had colonoscopy and everything."
Me too.
And they're like, "It doesn't look like you're gonna die in the first 6 months, so like come back when we can schedule you the next
"Yeah,
one."
we'll schedule an exam for you."
Yeah, sometime
I-
later. But they're like, it doesn't look like emergency where you're in the hospital, so you know, we'll figure it out in a year or two. And then after like 4 years, they're like, "We think you're gonna make it at least, 40 years. It's just gonna be uncomfortable. Go ahead, see ya."
Enjoy your painful existence. Yeah.
I just like how Z-Chum talks about, like, he wants to take cold showers so he can be productive. 'Cause
Yeah.
He's always just like laying around doing nothing, but he's also like, I'm putting on hazmat suits and I'm cleaning out my entire attic and I'm building motors and I'm 3D printing like miniatures and I have a VR of my old apartment. He's the most productive person I know.
I'm not that
Yeah,
productive.
seriously. I feel the same way, Decky. He's like a boy genius. He's like Jimmy
Dude,
Neutron.
I feel like I could be so much more. I feel like I'm really being held back by my mystery illness. Like
He's working on his car.
dude, I could
Fucking
rule.
ripping out carpets and shit.
I could rule the fucking world, man. I could be a YouTube superstar if I could just have the fucking energy to like sit at
Yeah.
my computer for more than 2 hours.
And I could
God.
be a professional soccer player if it wasn't for that injury.
I'm just Uncle Rico. Fuck.
You're just Uncle Rico, but in a weird way. Yeah, we're all see. That's the thing. People don't understand. Everyone is Uncle Rico, but in a weird way.
You all
That's
thought
about
you
it.
all
Rico
thought you're
with. Yeah, I don't know
Napoleon,
about
but in
that.
reality,
What?
you're all Uncle Rico.
Decky, you don't think that you're Uncle Rico in some way? Like you could have reached a mass potential, but you never reached the potential because of XYZ? You don't think that there's anything that's stopped? You think that
Decky's like, this is my best life.
this is my yeah.
I am living at the peak right now.
With all those names on the wall behind me, I'm doing great. Look at those names,
baby.
This is take a look, guys. This is as good as it gets.
This is it.
You know Elon Musk?
He wants to be Decky.
He wants to be Decky.
Yeah.
If only I had changed this in my life, I could have been Decky. Yeah.
Yeah. He's looking at Decky like, man.
I'd give up all my Dogecoin just to be this guy.
I had another like 4 people fucking message me. Hey
Fucking
man, you
Dogecoin.
still got all that Dogecoin? No, dude. Fucking
just-
leave me alone.
Dude, fucking tell him yes. No, say that you cashed out. You're sitting on 20 million and never talk to him again.
Block them.
Block him after that, dude.
I'm
A
not
lot of-
giving you any.
Man, a lot of them I just didn't reply to because I'm like,
Yeah,
I haven't
but
talked to you
same
since
thing.
2013, and like,
Yeah. Like they're probably like, oh, you remember that kid that like told us to get into
That's what it
crypto
was.
and I never did. He's probably rich right now.
I did
Let's
tell.
see.
You know what's even worse? A lot of them, I installed Dogecoin miners on their computers and installed Dogecoin wallets for them,
And they
and
don't know.
and taught them how to mine and taught them how to store their Dogecoin, and they did it for like 2 days. And this was in like 2013, 2014.
I got a extra PC mining right now.
I do too. I'm mining Ethereum.
We should actually talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
I have
It's probably gone down a little now, though, Aqua.
Spotify running even though the window's closed. Running in the background on
No!
my computer, and I'm not playing music right now, but the application's open.
Oh wow. So Spotify's currently mining for you. Yeah.
Yes.
I did an office tour video a few days ago.
I watched that.
I watched it. It was good.
It was good. I hate that table back there too.
I
am
did
quite
too.
upset with that table.
It's not a table. It's a piano seat.
It looks like
It is a piano seat.
I don't think it fucking like I think it's a coffee table, man. It like opens up. There's like
too
storage.
small for that's
Piano
It's a piano
seats
seat.
open up.
piano seat. Yeah, piano seats up and up.
But it's like hard.
That's piano
So?
seat.
Piano seat. Everything you're saying is just verifying this, G-Chunk. It's a piano.
I
Actually might
played-
be a piano seat,
I
Sean.
took piano lessons for like 4 years. I never sat on a seat that
I'm
uncomfortable.
looking it up.
It could be. I don't know.
I think
the
it
legs
is.
look like it specifically. Like it looks like it goes to a grand
I think
piano.
it's just an old table.
Either way. it's terrible.
Anyways, okay, maybe it is a piano
Let us
seat.
know
I
in the
don't fucking know,
comments,
man. I got so tired of like all the fucking comments on the gamer hole of people saying, "Cool rooms, chum, but a piece of advice. I hate all the fucking computer part boxes back there. Like, oh, we get it. You have a Corsair power supply. Like, fuck you." Yeah, I
Can
kind
ask
of
you
agree.
something? Is there a reason you keep those boxes?
Yeah, dude, I end up selling. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I kept my 1080 Ti box for 4 years, and I just sold the 1080 Ti like a couple days ago.
So
people
yes.
people will pay more
If you have
if
the
you
box.
have the box.
Especially if you sell on eBay or something, you just put like
Yep.
with box and they're fucking oh my
Mhm.
god, with box. He must
Yeah.
well, it shows that you kind of like keep your parts decently well if you're willing
Yep.
to keep a box.
Right. So my computer came with the boxes
and
for
you
everything.
Threw, and you threw them all away.
Yes.
You should have. I mean, well, you're probably never going to resell that, so that's not.
No, this is my little baby.
But
that
for-
specific, that company does give you all the boxes as well because they do the same thing. If you're going to resell it or whatever, they want you to be able to do it. Whereas other
Artisan
companies
PC, great company.
right, the other companies
They
that
give you the
build,
boxes.
they don't give you the boxes. They kind of just put it together, throw it in one box, and say, "Here you go."
I have a suspicion that they don't want to deal with the boxes themselves, so they just give them to you.
I kind of think that might be the case too.
It's a win-win though. Yeah, it's a win-win
for people that want to resell later on.
And it's a win-lose for people who fucking hate building up cardboard.
True.
The agony of my fucking life is the cardboard buildup in my garage after a few weeks of Amazon purchases, where there's just like a bunch of boxes, and I'm like, I gotta fucking go out there and break them all down for the recycling guy.
This is a big problem. The gamer houses, which is something we might look into sometime, have a problem where they just order so much shit from Amazon
that they have so much cardboard.
I have seen so many like gamer house videos where they're like, "Oh, let's show you the garage." In the garage,
is the cardboard room.
Cars. It's just cardboard.
Yeah.
Like 2-car garage just filled with cardboard.
Man, that's pathetic. Just go out there and break down the cardboard.
Well, even if you break it down, it's like you can just bring that to a recycle place. Like, why is it just sitting in your garage?
Most recycling places want you to break it down first.
Right, you break it down, but then you bring it. Like don't keep them broken down in there either. Just break it down,
or
bring it to a recycle place.
Most people's like garbage collection has a day that they'll pick up recyclables, and you can just put every other Thursday or Tuesday, I can just put all of my broken down cardboard out by the road, and it gets taken. I continue to be amazed by like streamer houses and like streamers who have like absolutely fucking made it. They're streaming to like 10,000 viewers every day, all day. They've got like the big streamer money, and they live in this beautiful home. And next to their desk is just a pile of fucking like old takeout containers and like.
With that, you're gaming.
They're still gamers deep down, Zeechum. That's the thing.
Yeah,
they're just gamers with money.
Come on, like their garage is full of fucking cardboard and like.
Like if you have that nice of a house, that much money income. Hire someone in to come in. I know,
but that's what I'm saying. They don't even do that. They're just like they just like toss all their trash, and that's the end of it. They're like,
Zeechum, can I ask you something?
Fine, only once, only this once.
How do I fix that?
Rehang it. Get a new.
I hate that. I hate this.
Is it not latching?
It's just not latching.
It doesn't
latch out.
What?
Switch to latch out. I know that's an old door, but you can still probably.
It's very old. My house is old.
I think you need to just grab a screwdriver and reposition the.
Wait, we got it. Give it time. It'll open. The little demon in there will open it.
We will fix this, Aqua.
All right, we could do this off the gamer hole.
To be honest, what probably will happen is Aqua will make me, come over eventually, and it'll be like, oh, I've got a bunch of
Kings,
stuff.
Listen, if you're gonna manage me, and you need to come over here and fix this door.
And fix my closet door.
It's driving me nuts.
My phantom door won't stop.
I can't stream with this right behind, knowing this atrocity is right behind my green screen.
I can't live with these conditions.
Have you guys ever heard about that? There's a little kid story where there's an ant or something, and it walks into the wall or something, so he destroys that wall. Like, he puts a hole in the wall trying to kill the ant. Then the ant moves to somewhere else, and he destroys the whole wall. And at the end, his fucking house is in shambles and crumbling because of one fucking ant. That's Aqua. He's going to destroy that house because of
I kind of am like that. Yeah.
The fuck kind of story is it? Where did you grow up, King?
It's a little kid story about like how you shouldn't like make a big mountain out of a molehill. You shouldn't like worry.
Do you like just let ants overrun your house?
No, that's not. It's a moral of.
You got like an ant problem in Vermont or something?
No. It's a story.
How many ants do you...
I think the cartoon character's like an ant eater as well, so I don't really get it. Why doesn't he just eat the fucking ant? But
I read if you give a moose a muffin.
Yes, I've read that one too.
He'll want a glass of milk after, and it's so on and so on. That moose is a real piece of shit. He doesn't stop.
Man, for some reason, I grew up with a lot of Australian kids stories and nursery rhymes. I don't know what I don't know.
Because you were in Dubai.
Yeah, but I don't know why there was such an Australian influence on my childhood in Dubai.
So it was more like if you see a spider, run because that shit's gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, it was like, dude, I remember like songs about like gum trees or some shit.
And those don't exist here.
I was talking to Katie and we were talking about like nursery rhymes that we grew up with, and I was like, yeah, I remember this one I always used to hear as a kid about like a kookaburra and a gum tree, and she was like,
I know that one.
She was like,
I know that one.
What the fuck were you? This is like an Australian nursery rhyme. What the fuck?
No. Katie's the weird one. Kookaburra sits in an old gum tree. Mary, Mary, King of the Bush. Yeah.
Okay, I've heard that before, but I don't remember it.
I for some reason I have a lot of like gum tree nursery rhymes though. Like,
Gum trees exclusive to Australia?
I don't even know what the fuck a gum tree is. So.
Speaking of Australia, Pestily said a very strange phrase the other day while we were playing AoE.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? I keep thinking about that, man.
Yeah, me too. He's like, we were playing and we were like, man, your economy is going so fast. You're so, because he's very good. And then he goes, well, I didn't come here to fuck spiders. Like that. And I was like,
what the fuck is this guy talking about?
I'll tell you what happened. Aqua immediately stopped playing AoE. Everything just halted, and he goes, "Wait, what?" Like, what?
I did. I was like, "What? What?"
We talked, dude. The entire rest of that match, we were constantly trying to get Pestily to just like explain a little bit more about what the fuck he just said.
Yeah.
Excuse me? I don't think we're here to fuck spiders either, but now I'm like, I'm starting to question what the fuck we're doing here.
Maybe I am. I don't. What kind of? That was a very weird saying to me. It really stuck with me. I had never heard it before, and
dude,
quite frankly, I hate it.
The problem with Australians is that I can never tell if what they're saying is something they just made up or something that is like a common saying there.
Yeah, it was jarring and unusual.
Oh, by the way, Decky, I want to say that I'm very upset with you because I might have purchased a racing wheel the other day on eBay and it's on its way to me. So.
That's right, my man. iRacing League's where it's at.
But I don't like. Do I have to? How do I do the fake? Can I do a nickname? Because I know iRacing has that weird doxing issue.
I kind of want to do that too.
They're gonna be coming for you. You got to email. I had to send like 4 different emails. So like iRacing, they have this entire like.
Wait, what is
supposed to be like
what is iRacing?
Thing. Forget
iRacing.
Forget all those other like games. Right. iRacing is like the league. You buy the game. You buy a subscription. Then you have to buy pretty much every car and buy every map. It is the biggest like.
Wait, is this a game?
iRacing is a game, but they're trying to make it like a legit online league. Yeah. Where it's like instead of racing real cars, you're racing in this that's supposed to be like super realistic. And a lot of the big players of it actually have like the full racing thing with the racing, the whole
and
setup.
They have like legit F1 drivers that play that regularly. And with COVID and stuff, they had like a lot of real drivers doing competitions in iRacing. Yeah. And so like it's as real deal as you can get in the racing scene. And I don't care about cars. I don't care about going fast in real life. But I was like, I got this wheel. I'm going to go from playing Truck Simulator to the very tip of the spear. I'm going to be in an iRacing league. And so like I did this thing and they're so real about it. They're like, I was filling in all the stuff. And then like I entered the game and it has my full real name on the screen. And I was all like,
Not great.
That's not what I'm looking for. So like and then like I looked up and stuff and everybody's like, yeah, you have to use your real name in iRacing. And I was like, this seems like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like Blizzard tried to do that like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And they got so much backlash. And so like I looked into it and like most streamers use their real name. But then a few of them were like, if you email them, you can convince them to change it. It took me like a ton of I had to do like 4 different emails back and forth being like, no. And then like everybody knows my name's Sterling in real life. So I was able to convince them to do Chad Sterling. I am Chad Sterling in iRacing.
They'll
now.
let you do that, but they won't let you just change it.
They won't let you.
That's so
You can't change it
stupid.
to anything
They're
like
like, you
super
have
big.
to have
Yeah.
part of your real name in there. And I was like, well,
That's so dumb.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, I
but that
mean,
place, it's terrifying. Gamers
honestly-
don't play iRacing. Racers play iRacing.
Right. Yeah.
Decky, like just your name being Sterling alone, like narrows down the pool of people finding you significantly.
there's
Like,
6 people
there's
in the
gotta
world.
be like 5 or 6 Sterlings in the world, so you know.
God, that's what a fucking cool name, Decky.
That is
Yeah.
awesome, man.
I'm
not
so
gonna lie.
jealous. Do you wake up every day and drink a martini?
How are you not a secret agent? Why are you a streamer?
How many girlfriends do you have?
Total opposite of anything
Decky.
related to Sterling.
Yeah, now you're just a streamer with a mullet. A mustache. You should have like a pompadour and drink martinis and wear tuxedos all the time. Yeah, you don't match your name at all. Some people don't match their name like at all. I think everybody, well, except for Decky, everybody else here is a good match. You know, I won't share everyone's first name if they don't want, but
I like to think I represent old Zacks around the world. I'd like to be the shining example for you all. You're welcome.
you are a total Zach.
He's
Like a
Zach, I
smart
agree.
little tinkerer kid, boy genius
I've got
guy.
I've
that's
got
Zach.
Zack energy.
You do. Some people, it's just a total mismatch.
Right.
Although,
Like, I definitely look
Decky-
like an Archibald. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Decky, although, like, you know, you are such a, like, I don't mean any offense by this, but you are an unusual guy. So your name being something like that actually does make a little bit of sense.
Right. Like if Decky's name was Steve, I might be like, well,
I could see a Steve on
Okay.
Decky. Yeah.
but even more common, I guess. Like a Josh. I don't see a Josh.
No.
No.
But you guys are welcome to join me in iRacing. It's
I-
terrifying.
I'm thinking about it, but I'm gonna have to.
I've not spent any money on any tracks, but I can only run like 3 races. But it is real deal stuff. Like they're all like, hey, number 3, I'm gonna go ahead and pass you on the inside lane. Number 3's like, all right, go ahead, pass me. I'm like, why the fuck you letting him pass you? I am blocking and I am aggressive in every race
Yeah,
that I
Is
ever
that how
race.
racing works? Do you
Yeah.
like do you
Well,
calm the
racing-
person and be like, I'm passing you? And...
I think that there's a lot of like positioning and teamwork in race. I don't really know much about
Yeah,
racing.
they
But there's
are
a lot of
deep
teamwork and
into it.
positioning, and also the way that you can save your fuel and shit is to drift or draft or whatever behind the person, so that way there's less air resistance. So like you sometimes put like one guy in front and then you tag right behind him, and then the guy in the back is actually your best driver, blah blah blah. And then near the end of the race, he goes
Take
ahead.
the lead, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got all sorts of shit. And you gotta like warm your tires up and you can have like the pressure in your tires. The game's insane.
Yeah.
The graphics aren't that good, but the game's insane. But the and all the time, like I'll go in and I'll like you can push to talk for like everybody in the race, and I'll go in and be like, what's going on, gamers? And everybody's all like,
Who is
Shut
this
up.
clown?
hey, good morning, buddy. What's going on? I'm like, you guys aren't even gamers. What is this?
They're drivers, is
They're
what they are.
Yes.
They're like, I just barely got done a 16-hour shift driving my whatever, you know. I just barely got off the real track testing whatever.
It's such
Now
a
I'm
different
driving
environment.
here.
They're the kind of
That's a
guys that would go
simulation.
into Microsoft Flight Simulator to play an air traffic controller all day.
Exactly. Yeah, it is that kind of thing. But also like you get like if you damage your car, you can get like an hour and a half repair time in the pits, and so you're just disqualified from the match. And like within 2 laps, I usually have 150, like an hour and a half like damage time. Or some races have like an incident counter, and if you get more than like 17 incidents, you're out. And if you like barely like bump a car, not even to like make them crash, it's like 4 incident points. So if you have any connection for like 4 cars or like touch a car, you're out of the race. It took me 2 days to finish a race in that game, and they're only like 30 laps.
Dude, I don't think I have a wheel, but I don't think I could fucking do that. That's so like
It's
but
been a
think
fun
about-
like change.
Think
but
about
it's
if you
just so
actually
unreal.
set up like a Le Mans race or whatever it's called, where you have like shifts where like you're doing like 4 hours of racing,
Dude,
and then
I
you
can't.
get up and someone else gets in the drives. Oh my god.
But at the same time, I love Flight Simulator. I put on my,
Right.
my index, and I spend like 4 hours just taking off from my local airport and flying somewhere and landing. And I love that shit. But that
Becky knows all about that. Yeah.
something about driving just seems so mundane and like non-adventurous to me. I think it's because I drive all the time.
Right, I've driven very long distances, and that does not sound fun.
And it doesn't. But flying is like a new adventure, so that's fun for me. But I think racing would just be like,
You know what's fun for me, simulation-wise? Chivalry 2. I played that yesterday. I don't get to be a knight and chop people's head off in real life.
Well, I mean,
was it good?
Yeah,
It is.
I enjoyed the shit out of that. I want to play again today.
I really liked Mordhau.
It's very similar to Mordhau.
I really like Chivalry 1.
Omid and I are gonna stream it today. Chivalry 2.
It's good.
I haven't looked at anything.
It's gonna be the best stream game like overall. Like it's fun to fuck with now, but overall it's just still.
It won't last.
It'll last a month,
yeah.
And then it'll be hardcore players that know how to do all the weird shit.
Chambering.
Kind of like Mordhau,
yeah. Mordhau's great for 2 weeks, and then it's only the good players left.
Honestly, Mordhau lasted longer than I thought.
It did, yeah.
But it still was the same thing. Like eventually, people got sick of doing weird, funny builds or hitting people with a loot.
Eventually, it was exhausting to have to face off against a guy who was like,
yeah,
so like just spinning.
Yeah. Just for context, though, you can cut someone's head off, pick up their head, and throw it at someone else.
Oh, very interesting.
And they have really cool
very
environments and
good.
stuff. Like the full game will be dope, seeing some more maps and shit. But like what they have in it's really, really fun.
Yeah, and the objective-based matches, Decky. I don't know if you tried those, but like
I'm a big fan of objectives.
Yeah, no, it's really good. Like the siege, you have to push up these siege towers, right?
Siege towers, yeah.
Yes.
Then you use those to scale over a wall, and then when you get over the wall, it's like checkpoints. And then when you get over the wall, you go in, you breach another thing.
I wanted this in Mordhau so bad.
Yeah,
and in Mordhau was like started doing that, but didn't do it the way I wanted it. It was objective. I wanted push a siege tower up and then all together over the wall.
I looked at you about a fun game that was kind of screwed up, but a fun game called Mountain Blade, friends. The combat is not quite good, but it is a very good game.
I've seen Omid playing that too.
Yeah, me too. It looks cool. But the cool thing about Chivalry is the lore is there, You're going into this castle to kill an heir to the throne that you don't agree with.
This is good.
Literally there's one guy who's the heir, and then one team is protecting them on the inside of the castle, and then you're sieging over the wall of this castle, you break in and you kill that fucking guy, and that's how you win.
And that's a player. The heir is a player
though.
Yes, no. I believe so.
Mordhau did that, but it wasn't as good. But yeah.
When I was killing the heir, he just stood there and didn't do anything. He didn't even fight back.
He was moving
AFK.
around when.
Oh, maybe something was weird with me. Okay, I didn't think it was a player. I thought it was just like an NPC, and I was like, he doesn't even fight.
I am very excited. I am very excited to play this today.
It's fun, but I don't know. I played it for a couple hours, and I was kind of like, I'll probably play it again, but
that's what it's gonna be a 2-week game.
I played it for 4 hours, and I liked it the whole time.
That sounds good. I want to siege something with my brothers in arms.
Yeah, it was fun. It's not like there's not like a long-term objective there. Like you can level up your guy and unlock different builds and stuff, but it's less customizable than Mordhau from first glance. So there's less motivation to level up. So far, it's just the beta, but yeah, it's not like a long-term thing. I don't think, unless you're really into those types of games.
Yeah.
My favorite feature was though when you respawn, your character's already auto-running.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And it's something I would have never thought of. But you respawn and he's running, and then he just keeps running. You don't even have to do anything. And then you'd be like, "Oh, I'm getting close to being where I need to go," and then you can come back to your thing.
Yeah,
very nice.
That is a really good feature actually. Because anytime you spawn into any game, you got the awkward couple seconds where you have to press that Shift W, and you're like, God damn it!
Very, very smart.
I'm out of fucking. Yeah, I actually think that more FPS games should do that. Like you're running towards the objective already.
I like games that wave respawn,
Wave respawn's cool too. Like,
where like everybody has to go in together in a massive wave.
yeah, like every 30
that's-
seconds you get spawned, so like
I
5 or
like
6,
that.
whatever. Yeah.
Especially games where it's like attack this objective and you all get this big push and then the enemy is like defending it and they know you're all coming. Oh,
Yeah. Because I remember Call of Duty back in the day, you'd have to like, oh, wait at the whatever before we.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was annoying.
Or in like Overwatch, you group up and then
Right.
you.
Yeah,
I
but
like
those
that
are like
though.
competitive games. Those are
Overwatch, you
different.
kind of have. Yeah,
I'm talking like casual war games.
Mm.
All right, I'm ending this. I'm wrapping this up.
I'm sick of it.
Well, I guess okay.
We're
Bye, guys.
we have a very strict schedule at the Gamer Hole now.
Yeah.
Now that we're putting out one episode, hey, new episodes every Thursday, by the way.
Mm.
Now that we're putting out
And if
episodes
we're
every
late for any
Thursday,
reason, blame Z-Chum.
it's probably if the episode's late any of these Thursdays, it's probably my fault. So you can go ahead and get on Twitter, complain to me.
Make sure to follow and complain at ZChumYT.
Just make sure
Yeah.
you follow me and then complain about the lateness of the episode. Thank you for watching, everybody. Appreciate you.
Hey, gang. Thank you so much for spending some time with us in the hole today, the Gamer Hole. We really appreciate that. Just a friendly reminder, if you enjoy what you see here on the channel and want some early access to what goes up here, as well as some exclusive episodes, etc., we do have a Patreon linked in the description below. Or if you just want to support what we're doing here, that's an option too. We'd really appreciate that. Either way, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of The Gamer Hole.